Welcome to the Effortless English Show with the world's #1 English teacher, Hoge, where AJ's more than 40 million students worldwide finally learn English once and for all, without the boring textbooks, classrooms, and grammar drills. Here's AJ with a quick piece to help you learn to speak fluent English effortlessly.
More energy now. That's our topic today. More energy now. How can you have more energy? You need energy. You need energy for anything, to do anything, to accomplish anything, to reach any goals. You need energy. So, for example, learning English, studying English, you need energy every day, right? You got to get up and put in the time, listening to the audio lessons, reading, reviewing, speaking. All that takes energy. If you're tired all the time, then it's very difficult to do this every single day, right? Sometimes that's why we need more motivation. We think, oh, I'm not motivated. But really, you're just tired. You just don't have enough energy. If you have low energy, then you need a lot of motivation to do something, right? To make yourself move. Oh, it takes a lot of motivation to exercise or to study English or to work on your business or anything you want to do, right? Requires a lot of energy. So if you don't have energy, if you're tired all the time, physically tired, meaning your body's tired, and also mentally, we can just be mentally tired sometimes, and emotionally tired, right? Our emotions are down. Sometimes people just feel tired and depressed a lot. Maybe their body's okay, but their mind and emotions are, But then it's very hard to do anything. It's very difficult to succeed at anything when your energy is low. I see this as a parent. I'm pointing back to my house. With my kids, I am a much, much, much better parent, much better father when I have higher energy, when I'm tired, when I've gotten, very bad sleep several days in a row and not eating well and I'm physically tired, then I'm not such a good dad. I don't do things with my kids as much. I just want to lay around and rest. I'm not patient with them. I get irritated. I get upset more quickly. All these things when my energy's low. And on the other hand, when my energy's high, when I'm feeling great, then I'm a much better father, right? I'm much more patient. I'm much more enjoyable and happy and fun. And I do more things with my kids. Like, my energy this year is much better already. I've really been focusing on this topic of energy this year. Meaning, since, let's say, in the last month, starting in December, it's January now, New Year now. So we're about a month, and I'm already feeling great effects. So very quickly, I have improved my energy a lot. And I'm almost 57 years old, so if I can do it, you can do it. Someone in the last show asked me to do a show about this topic, so it's a perfect topic. We need energy. This time of year, the beginning of the year, January, new year starting, 2025, right? We all have new goals or old goals we want to try again. Maybe you want to really master English or make big improvements with English this year, to speak English fluently and powerfully, and you want to speak effortlessly. Maybe you want to do, physical exercise and get in shape, succeed in your business, make more money, be a better father, be a better mother. All these things, they all require energy, and some of them require a lot of energy, right? If you're going to study English and focus on English 2 hours a day or more, that takes a lot of energy, mental concentration. Because if you're just lying around doing it, you're not learning very well. So you really got to stay focused, and that does require quite a bit of mental and emotional energy. And to be a good father or mother requires a huge amount of energy. And to do well in your career, your business, if you're trying to build your own business, again, you need huge amounts of energy. So today I'm going to go through a lot of things, all the little tricks and tips that I personally have tried and used. And for many years over my life, I have tried lots of different things to help improve my energy and to keep my energy high. It's one thing a lot of people comment on my show, that my energy is usually quite high. Last year I had quite low energy. I had a very stressful year in 2024, and my energy dropped quite a bit. And so I'm back again this year. It was one of my top goals, which I immediately took action last month, actually, in December, before the year even ended. And I'm doing much, much, much better already. So that's quick results, 1 month. I want you to have that same result if you're tired. You can see it's snowing. We're getting right at the beginning of our snowstorm here in Indiana. And I've already been out playing all morning with my kids. It's afternoon now, early afternoon. Started snowing this morning. We shoveled the driveway. We made snowmen. We were sledding in the snow. We made a fire. I'm not doing the show next to the fire right now because I don't want my computer to get wet from the snow. So I got a little shelter here. Okay, as always, go to effortlessenglishclub.com, effortlessenglishclub.com. That's where you get my courses. Start with Power English. If you're not sure, just start with Power English on the homepage, effortlessenglishclub.com, the only official site where you will buy my courses. After Power English, you can add the VIP program. You could get them both at the same time. And if you have special needs, if you want to focus on pronunciation, I have a pronunciation course. Business English, I have a business English course. So get them there. Effortless English Club. Anything else is a fake. effortlessenglishclub.com is my only real sales website. So, all right, let's talk about it. This is kind of a deep topic, so I have a lot of things to teach you today. And so I have notes for this one because there's so many different ways to improve your energy. And here's the truth. What I found is you need to do a lot of things. Okay, especially if you're feeling tired, if your health is not great, if you're just emotionally kind of down and feeling a little depressed, then there's not like one thing. Yesterday I told you one thing to do to improve your English very quickly. Sometimes in life, and this is great, there is one thing that will solve your problems. There's one thing that will make a big change. But other times in life, and I think this is a topic where there's not one thing. You actually have to do lots of things. And I think to really improve your energy deeply so that you feel energetic every single day, most of the day, and that you can, not just for a short time, but all day long, you've got to do a lot of things, okay? You have to do things with your body, like movement. Okay, we're going to talk about that, exercise, moving your body. You have to do things mentally, right? The way you think, your emotions. And you have to do things in terms of nutrition and eating. And you really have to do all of these things. And then you can add some supplements and some other things that will give you a little extra boost sometimes. Okay? But just doing one of these things is usually not enough. It might help a little, but if you really want tons of energy all day long, then you really need to do a lot of things, okay? So let's start with the simplest and then the most complicated, the most difficult. The most difficult is the nutrition part, okay? And nobody agrees about everything in nutrition, so it's a topic that people argue about endlessly. But I'm going to give you today my nutrition tips, my eating and supplement tips that work for me, that I have used. Like I said, I'm about 57 years old, almost. And these things have worked for me. There might be other things that work too. You got to kind of try things with nutrition. Everybody's body's not the same. Okay, but let's start with what works for everybody. And that is number one. This is basic NLP, basic Tony Robbins, and that is using your body. When you get my Power English course, I talk about this in every single lesson. Okay? Because this is a way to instantly, immediately improve your energy. And that is just the way you stand, the way you use your face, and the way you move your body. It starts with your posture. And when I do live seminars, this is the first thing I teach. Okay, if you just hunch your shoulders down and you look down, And if you're watching me on video, you can see and just kind of have this kind of posture, where your body's just kind of, it just looks low energy, doesn't it? You're looking at the ground, your shoulders are kind of forward and down a little bit. Everything looks like it's dropping. You will feel less energetic if you do this, especially a long time. And especially if you do it sitting in a chair. So you can sit in a chair and then hunch over, which so many of us do, right? You're sitting in a chair and then you're kind of hunched over, your shoulders are down, you're looking down, your body's all crunched up. We do this all the time, and you do that for about 10 minutes, and you will physically feel less energetic. You start getting tired. This is why I recommend never do this when you're learning English, when you're studying, when you're listening to my courses. You don't sit in your chair and like kind of slump. We call slumping, when your body kind of just drops down, right? Because very quickly your mental and physical energy will drop, and that's when you start feeling kind of sleepy. Oh, it's hard to concentrate. Oh, I'm getting a little tired. I'm feeling sleepy. I'm not motivated anymore. A lot of it's just your physical energy is dropping, and a very simple solution is to roll your shoulders back, put your chest up, put your chin up so you're looking forward, not down. You can put a smile on your face, right? And just doing that will give you a little bit of extra energy. You actually will feel better by those small changes. If you're sitting, stand up. Stand up. That's another one you can do. Stand up instead of sitting. Instantly will give you a bit more energy. Okay? And then finally, moving. Moving instead of just being still. Movement creates energy. Sometimes when we're tired, we don't want to move, but then that makes us actually feel more tired. Usually when we're tired, unless you've been exercising hard, like at the gym or something, usually when you're tired, you don't need more rest. You don't need to just sit more. What you actually need to do is get up and move, okay? So then you want to get up, keep those shoulders back, keep your head up, and then you start moving your body around, right? Simple would just be go for a walk. Better is to start actually jumping, putting your hands in the air. You do that for about 3 minutes. Or it looks funny. It looks like you're celebrating, right? You have your hands above your head, you're looking up at the sky, and you're jumping up and down. Okay? And smiling while you do it. Yes, it looks funny. Do it by yourself in your house, but you'll be surprised. Do that for 3 minutes and you will feel so much better, so much more energetic. Physically, your body, because you're exercising a bit, and also mentally and emotionally. You'll feel less sad. You'll feel less tired. You'll have better concentration just doing that. You want to make it more powerful, play some exciting, high energy music that you like while you do it, right? So you could, whatever song, there's a million of them out there, just, Back in Black, AC/DC or something, but just jump, while you're doing it, and you can sing along if you want to or not, just shout, putting your hands up in the air, jumping around your room, looking like a crazy person in a good way, okay? All of that is going to energize you, and this is instant. You can do this. It takes 5 minutes. You're tired, you're depressed, you're fatigued, you're unmotivated. 5 minutes later, you're feeling 1,000 times better, so much better, so energized. As I said, in my courses, especially Power English and the VIP program, I tell you to do this every time before you listen to my lessons. So I have you doing this constantly, every time. And this is why, okay? And this is called peak posture or peak emotion. You're actually creating strong, powerful, fun, energetic emotions. Awesome. This works quickly and immediately, right? And just pick. I've got a bunch of favorite songs that I do, but you can do anything you want, okay? Pick something you love. Jump around, act crazy. Instantly energizes you. So that's instant. That's our first group of things. The first thing to do is you can do this every day. You can do it in the mornings. Again, my VIP program, I teach you to do this as a morning routine, as a habit. This is kind of part of your waking up in the morning. So you start your day with great energy. Awesome. However, this is not enough for long-term, all-day energy. Why? Because if you're unhealthy, if you're eating badly, you're not exercising, or you have a bunch of emotional problems, this is going to help you, and you will feel better after 5 minutes. You'll feel much better. But then what happens? Then you start gradually feeling worse again. And then you have to try to do that again, and then you get it down, down, down. And okay, you can do that, but it's hard to do that all day long, okay? So it's good to work on a deeper level also. The next level we'll talk about, which is also fairly simple, is exercise. We all know we need to exercise. But there's, different exercises have different strengths or strong points or benefits, right? So you go to the gym and you lift heavy weights, like really hard, burn out your muscles, right? Just exhaust your muscles, okay? That's one kind of workout. That's great. Do it if you like that. It's fantastic. But the thing is, the problem with that kind of exercise is you will feel more tired afterwards. And probably the next day, you might actually feel exhausted the next day because you really burned out your body. You burned out your muscles. That's good for building bigger muscles. That's fine, especially if you eat enough protein. But for energy, then what happens is you kind of can go up and down, up and down. You're like really high energy the day before you work out, while you're working out, even maybe right after. But then the next day, especially if you're older, the next day you might feel completely exhausted. You burned out your body and your body's sore, your muscles hurt. You just want to lie around and do nothing, okay? So if you're really young and strong and tons of energy already, that kind of exercise is okay. You can probably recover fairly quickly. But I'll tell you, as you get older, it becomes harder and harder. That recovery is the hard part. And so I don't like that kind of exercise anymore because it means like half every other day, every second day, I feel tired and terrible. And I don't want to be tired and exhausted every 2 days. It's no good. So I recommend actually much more moderate exercise. So you're doing enough each day to energize yourself and to get stronger, but more slowly. You'll get stronger, but just a little more slowly. But you're not exhausting yourself. This kind of exercise makes you feel more energetic every single day. And there's 2 simple things I recommend for that. Very easy. Number 1 is rucking. That's R-U-C-K. It's just walking with a backpack. You don't have to use the backpack. You can just walk if you want to. It's the most simple thing. Just walk. But if you add a backpack and you put some weight in it, like maybe some big heavy water bottles in there, it just makes it a little more difficult, but still not too much. So you go for a ruck. You do it for an hour a day, maybe. If you have more time, do 2 hours a day. It would be great. You can do this quite a lot of time, and it will not exhaust your body, okay? It's going to build up your energy. You'll be burning fat while you do it, and you're going to really feel energized. You can look around. You can listen to music. You can just talk to people. You can do it in a city. You can do it in the country. You can do it anywhere. So I love this. I love rucking. Some people might just call it hiking. What else do they call it? Just walking with a backpack is what it really is, okay? So it's so simple. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. If you can walk, you can do it. So I highly recommend this, and especially as you get older, because it's super easy to recover. It will not make you feel more tired. It'll make you feel energized. And as you get stronger, of course, you can make it more difficult. Maybe a heavier and heavier backpack, maybe go walking in more hills if you have hills or mountains around, maybe walking a little faster, or just going longer, okay? It's easy to do. And this way, it's even better than running, I think, because running, again, if you run too fast, it will make you feel tired the next day. Your body gets a bit exhausted, and then you got to recover. So for energy, I'm just talking about energy. There are other benefits to those exercises. I'm not saying it's wrong, but just for energy all day, every day, don't do too much. The second kind of exercise to do for all day energy, this is for strength now, is I recommend a program called Simple and Sinister. Simple and Sinister is the name. You can Google it, search it. It's by a guy named Pavel Tsetselin. I can't spell his last name. He's Russian. But it is the simplest strength program you're going to find. It's only 2 exercises, okay? And you do it every day, okay? So it's different than like a lot of gym programs where you work out very hard one day and then the next day you have to rest. Instead, you're doing it every day. It uses kettlebells, so it's super cheap. You buy 1 kettlebell and you just do it at home. You can do it at home and you do it every day. It only takes like 15, 20 minutes to do. It's an everyday program, and again, you will not be exhausted. It's going to energize you. You will build some muscle, probably not become a bodybuilder, okay? You're not going to be a bodybuilder or a power lifter with this, but just for normal people who just want to keep their muscle and gain some strength, this is a great program that will keep you feeling high energy. Won't exhaust you. Great one for older people again, but any age is fine. All right, final thing for high energy, and now this is the complicated topic. I'm going to make it as simple as I can. I've tried so many things in this area of nutrition and eating, okay? You have to experiment. You have to try things for your own body, okay? Because some people maybe do well with like a more of a vegetarian type of diet. Some people do better with, more close to carnivore where they're eating lots of meat, okay? So you have to adjust. I'm going to give you some general ideas that have worked very well for me. Okay, number 1. This is very simple. You probably know already. Eat high quality, real foods as much as you can. What does real mean? It means not stuff from a box or a bottle or a can. As much as you can, get the whole real foods. In some countries, this is easy. Places like America, it's less easy, but you can still do it, okay? So you're avoiding why the boxes and cans are bad, because they add tons of chemicals, they add unhealthy kinds of sugars, they add unhealthy kinds of oils and fats. It's all crap, it's all garbage. It will make you feel tired and sick. So whole real foods, vegetables, fruits, meats, fish, especially those. Milk, dairy, if you can handle dairy. All those are great. This is old school, old kind of nutrition, okay? Part of this, avoid seed oils. What does that mean? Avoid vegetable oils. Avoid soybean oil. No. Canola oil. No. Peanut oil. No. All those kinds of oils, in my experience, will make you feel terrible, okay? Over time, they just kill your energy. They're not good for you. So when you're cooking, again, our ancestors, all those really old people, hundreds of years ago, they did it better. Use butter, use ghee, it's kind of butter, coconut oil, and olive oil is okay. But all other kind of veggie oils, I would just say avoid, don't do them. Number 2. So, and what kinds of diets work well with this? So this is kind of like, some people call it a Mediterranean diet, primal diets, these kind of things, okay? The main thing is you're not eating that processed garbage food. All right, protein, you need protein. You need protein just to keep your body going. It doesn't have to be like a bodybuilder, but eat quality protein. You can get that from meats, and you can get it from dairy. Or I think the animal proteins are probably better, so I'm not a vegan. I don't recommend veganism. If you're vegetarian, go with cheeses and raw milk if you can get it. Very good quality. If you're not vegetarian, then organ meats are very good. You want to eat some organs, sometimes liver and maybe like kidney, other parts of the animal, not just the muscles. And of course, you can eat beef, lamb, fish, eggs. All that stuff's good. Fats we mentioned already, but you want to, saturated fats, fine. The fats from animals, fine. Olive oil, that's called mono unsaturated. You don't need to know all this stuff, but just, olive oil and avocados are good. Macadamia nuts, but most of the other kinds of oils and fats you will avoid, okay? Carbs. Carbs. This is a topic where people will argue about this. Carbs. How much carbs do you need? And carbs, carbs are like sugars basically, and or pastas, breads, grains, that kind of thing. Basically, how many carbs you need or want just depends how active you are. If you just sit on a couch and watch TV all day and do nothing, you don't need many carbs. But if you're out walking, hiking, rucking, kind of active, more carbs, generally speaking. One source of carbs that's absolutely fantastic, fruit. Eat as much fruit as you like. Yum, yum, yum. Fruit juices are good. Vegetables, veggie juices, potatoes, sweet potatoes, all that stuff's great. Just don't do too much, okay, where you can start getting fat. But as long as you're feeling good, great. So that's all the very basic advice I have for eating. You got to find your own way in this. There's a lot of people out there who have a lot of different opinions about it, so you have to try different things. But all this has worked for me very, very well. Finally, supplements. Again, you're going to get people arguing about this. So I'll give you the ones that work for me, okay? I call it DECM, D-E-K-M, are the main ones, okay? Some vitamin D. That's only if you don't go outside. A lot of people just sit indoors all day and they don't get sun. But the best vitamin D, you just get outside. I get outside a lot, and even in the winter. So if you're getting out in the sunlight a lot, you don't need to take extra vitamin D probably. But if you work in an office and you sit indoors all day, maybe you could take a vitamin D supplement. Vitamin E, you want to get something called gamma E or full spectrum E. So there's actually like 7 or 8 different forms or kinds of vitamin E. And you want to get, if you get a supplement, you want to get one that has all of them. You can look up gamma E if you do a search on that, or full spectrum E. That's important. Because a lot of the supplements, they only have one kind, and that's not so healthy. You want to get the full amount, the full real deal. Vitamin K and K2. K2 depends Japanese people get this a lot because they eat something called natto, which is very high in K2. K2 is great for your bones, great for your brain, your blood, everything. But if you're not getting that, you could get, again, a vitamin, either K2 or you get one that has K1 and K2. There's one called Super K, I think it's called. This helps with your blood and brain. Or eat natto if you're Japanese. And then finally, magnesium. The M stands for magnesium. You can get that from green veggies, or again, if you're not getting enough green veggies, you could take a supplement. Okay, so those are the basics. That's it. I just gave it to you. How to move your body and use your body. Kinds of exercise that will create energy. And then this is the basic nutrition. The final thing, I gave you a few supplements. The final thing are just a couple little tricks. These are not enough, okay? These are little hacks if you need a little extra energy every day, or you want to start with some extra energy each day, okay? These little extras. Number one, I take a little, when I wake up in the morning, I take a little energy shot. This is my little mix, my formula, okay? It has water, warm water, like hot water. And then I put in a little baking soda. Not too much because it'll make your stomach, you'll be going to the bathroom a lot if you do too much. So a little, like a couple pinches of baking soda. And then I put some magnesium powder in there, magnesium malate I use, because it also gives you more energy. And then I put some gelatin, like broth, gelatin. And I mix them together. I add a little lemon juice to that, mix it up, let it cool, drink it. That's the first thing I drink in the morning. It gives me a shot of energy. Very nice. The next thing I drink after maybe another 30 minutes is coffee. I know coffee's good, coffee's bad. I like coffee. I love it. So what I do is I take coffee and I add a little bit of coconut oil or MCT oil and mix it with the coffee. Coconut oil or MCT oil comes from coconut oil. Okay. And I mix it. Now, again, not too much so you don't upset your stomach, just a little. I like a little milk in my coffee. And then I also take like a baby aspirin with that. Chew it up. Coffee, coconut or MCT oil, and a baby aspirin. That's my second shot. Those two things, the water drink and then the coffee drink, I am very energized all morning, and that keeps me energized actually most of the day, those two things. And then I eat breakfast, of course. Follow the food recommendations I already told you. So I'll eat a nice breakfast in the morning. And that's it. That's it. The final thing, magic drinks, we could call them. They're not necessary, but they do help. The final thing I'd say is just mentally is to keep learning things, stay curious about things, because this is going to help you be energized too. Have a feeling that you have some purpose in your life, something that you want to do, that you need to do. I think having a family helps this because you have to take care of your children. That's going to energize you. It forces you to do things and to be more energetic. And also keep learning. Like, it doesn't matter how old you are. Like, if you're 57 like me, then it doesn't matter. Try something new. Keep learning new things. Keep exploring. This also keeps your brain more energized. Okay? All right, let's get into our questions and comments now. So that's it. Those are all my tips for high energy. Okay, I'm going to run back here and just going to go back and look through the comments quickly. Lots of people saying hi. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to kind of go backwards, start at the bottom here. I love coffee too, says Yasmin. Yes, I do. I love it. Some people will say there's some things that aren't good about it, but I feel very good. I just don't do too much, but I think it's fine. I think it has actually a lot of good benefits. I've changed my mind about coffee. There a long time ago, I thought, oh, maybe coffee's not good, but I think it's actually great. Am I in Japan now? Asked Chogi. No, I'm in America, in Indiana. Okay, Margalida Lan says, my dear professor, I hadn't seen you. Are you still in the USA? How about your child? Did he have his surgery? Yes, I talked about this yesterday. He had his surgery. Everything went very, very well. He is almost fully recovered from the surgery. He's doing fantastically well. And yes, we're still in America for now. Don't eat fast food, says Waleed. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Daddy Fitness says, I think the toilet sitting position is important. Do it by squatting, not sitting like Eastern countries. Yeah, I think there may be something to that it does help. So using those, like, in Japan they have those still, those squat toilets. Good for your legs, too. Teaches you to squat. Oh, Alexei Plotnikov says that Pavel Setselin is Belarusian born fitness instructor. Okay, so Belarus. Didn't know that. I thought he was from Russia. Palm oil, no, says Right to Truth. Yes, exactly. Don't eat palm oil. Meditate. Now, Zabi mentions another good one. Meditation is the best way to feel lots of energy if you do it properly. Yes, meditation can help as well. And also is a good way to get a nice rest for your brain is to meditate. There are a lot of methods of meditation out there. Just do some research about it. Okay, Zaman says, how to use your Power English course in a day. Can you explain step by step? Like first I would do this, then I would do that. Okay, yeah, all right, sure. Okay, first thing is I would listen to the mini story. So get up in the morning, take your little magic drinks I just talked about, and then jump around, get high energy as I tell you to do, and then I would say first listen to the mini story. That's the central, the main lesson. Okay, listen to it one time, answer the questions out loud. Next, listen to the vocabulary lesson, the audio. Next, listen to the mini story again. All right. Next, listen to the main lesson. Next, listen to the point of view lesson. And next, listen to the commentary lesson. You can take little breaks in there if you need to get energized. After listening to all those, read. Get the text out and read any of those that you had trouble with. If you're not sure, if you understand everything. So go back and read them. Just look at the text. You can do it quickly. If you need to, you could circle words that are new or unknown to you or phrases. You could even write them down in a notebook and take notes if you want. And then later in the day, do all that same stuff again. Now you could change the order a little bit if you want to. Okay, this is not like a super hard rule. If you want to do the vocabulary lesson first, it's okay. If you want to do the main lesson as the first one, it's fine. Okay, so this is just an example of what you could do. And you would do that in the day, and then you just keep repeating that at different times of the day as much as you can. BD says, hello from Austin, Texas. Well, hello to you. Hamdan says, do you have Zoom sessions? I do sometimes do Zoom sessions with VIP members. And sometimes there's like a super VIP group that I do talks with. That they have their own book club. Maybe I'll do another one soon with my VIP members, do a Zoom session. MR says, health food gives you lots of energy. Eat twice a day, avoiding sugar and white bread. Yeah, I avoid that too as much as I can. You'll get so much energy. You'll be stuck wondering how to spend it. That's a good problem to have, right? I think, the best source of sugar is probably fruit. Maybe potatoes and sweet potatoes, that kind of thing too. James Smith says, hi, AJ, I've been missing you. Thank you. Hello to you. Do I have a podcast? Yes, Effortless English Podcast. Just do a search on any podcast app. What to do to improve mental health? Ask Bia. Meditation's a good one. I would say go back and watch my show where I talked about prayer, meditation. I think this will help you at the deepest level of mental health. And I think the other thing you can do for mental health is improve your body with everything I just talked about today. When your body feels great, when you have high energy and you're feeling great, I think you usually feel better mentally too. Those are two simple things you could do. Sarah says, I love your acting when you jump and do some exercise. Yeah. Joseph says, are you still doing jiu-jitsu? Not right now. Taking a break while I'm in America. I hurt my back when I came here and went to a gym here. And so I just took a break. I decided to just stop for a while. My body was hurting me a lot. It was just too much. I was feeling tired, was not recovering after jiu-jitsu. So I switched to doing what I'm telling you today, and now I just feel good every single day. So that's why I'm taking a break from jiu-jitsu. Okay, is it LVIN, Livin? What are your tips for students who have exams these days? We need to spend most of our time studying. It's a bit hard to be energetic while studying. Yeah, right. Okay, so everything I just talked about today, do it. And what you probably need to do if you're studying all day, right? You've got big exams and you have to just do really long periods of time studying. You're going to have to take breaks, okay? So you're going to have to, do that kind of little funny, energetic dance with music and everything, jumping around. And then you're going to have to, do some studying, do what you need to do. And then you'll probably eventually start feeling tired again. So then what are you going to do? Do it again, okay? Like maybe every hour, maybe every 30 minutes, you got to do that music thing, put up the music, jump around, go crazy, right? Maybe do a couple of those magic drinks I just said. Maybe you need more than one every day. You might need to do it 2 times a day, 3 times a day. Don't do it too late because then you won't be able to sleep. But you're going to have to kind of keep jumping your energy up, because what will happen is if you're studying hours and hours every day, you just can't keep your energy super high the whole time. So you'll jump around, play music, maybe do a little shot of energy, a little coffee or something, and your energy will jump up really high. You play that music, jump around, and then it'll gradually come down, come down, come down, come down, come down, and then you have to do it again. Take a break, jump around, get some energy, maybe go for a walk, do some exercise, and then your energy will be high, but then it'll start dropping again, and then, right? Don't try to just study for 7 hours with no breaks, because then your energy will drop, and the quality of your studying will go down, down, down. Take a break every hour at least and do something that energizes you, especially something physical. Another thing you can do while you're studying, if you can, study while do some of your studying standing up. Put your book or notebook up high, on something high, and stand up and maybe just move around, like what I'm doing now, right? Because I'm cold. So you can just move around and wiggle around and do that while you study instead of just sitting in a chair. So these are little tricks you can do to keep that energy higher, better concentration, better focus while you are studying a long time. Some people are listening to English or studying English for hours and hours every day, or other topics. Oh, Azujan says, we have a class which has 14 people. My teacher watches you every time. He says that AJ is, so AJ is his teacher, so my teacher and I, we love your methods. You are my teacher's teacher. Well, please say hello to your teacher. Selma said hi right now from Indiana in the United States. Okay. Hi to your Kurdish fans. Says the profile name is Language. Say hi to your Kurdish fans. They love you a lot. Hello, Kurdish fans. All right. If I study your lessons, can I speak fluently? Yes, if you follow my method. Use the course the way I tell you to do it. It's important. Zamir Sharifi says, hi, AJ from Afghanistan. I started learning English language with your videos. I can easily understand the Joe Rogan podcast, and I almost understand 80% of them. That's fantastic. That's great. See, that's great, because once you do my courses and then you get your level up high, you can understand me very, very well. You understand all the courses, and then that's what you do next is you start listening to other stuff, real stuff for native speakers, like the Joe Rogan podcast is great. He's got different guests on, so lots of different topics, kind of interesting. There's other podcasts too you can listen to. There's lots of them. So very good. Excellent. Congratulations to you. Thamar Yalda says, it's summer here in Australia. I feel cold when I see that snow behind you. Yes, indeed. What's your opinion on studying English as a first language like kids? Asked Bilal. The Krashen hypothesis. Yeah, I'm a fan. I like Krashen. And I like Krashen's general ideas. Definitely, I was strongly influenced by him. Oh, Arson says, welcome to Basic. Thanks for joining, Arson, that's great. Thank you so much. Cold or ice shower technique is so beneficial for help, says Fatima. I know, but I really don't enjoy it. I've done it at times. I've done cold baths, and I've done not ice. I've done cold baths, and I've done cold showers at different times. But I'm not very tough with the cold, so I just can't keep doing it. I'll do it, but just don't enjoy it. I'm much more like heat. I like saunas. I like saunas. But yeah. But if you can do it, great. Like you see people in Russia or other really cold countries, and they're swimming in the ice. They break the ice open, and they jump in the ice cold water. Like, oh my God, wow, that's so tough. It's amazing, but I can't do it. Yeah, that's a great way to start the day. Shadik says, I start by hearing a prayer call, and I take ablution and saying morning prayers, get into nature. All fantastic. Yes, starting off your morning with prayer and meditation, reading scriptures, these kind of things. Also fantastic, especially for that mental energy and mental health. Awesome. Yosef says, I really want to eat healthy food. My problem is I don't have time to cook. Yeah, I understand that. Because of spending my whole day at work. I think a lot of people have the same problem. What to do? Okay, yeah, you got to find like super fast, super convenient, easy things you can do. Okay, so number one, fruit. Just raw fruit is super easy, right? And dried fruit. These things, you can take them in a bag. Bananas, apples. It depends on your country. Every country has different kinds, figs, dates, on and on and on. There's so many. So that's the healthy form of sugar. So those are good little treats that you can carry. You can eat those. And then, simple things you can make really fast. Like if you eat meat like steak, you can broil it. If you have like it depends. Again, different countries cook things in different ways, but broiling, B-R-O-I-L, broiling. I've been doing that lately because it's a fast way to cook things like steaks, for example. You can cook them in 10 minutes. And it's good. It's simple, really easy. You can get a little small toaster oven, you can do it. So, eggs, if you can do that too. Those are super easy to make. You can make them really fast. So just keep things very, very basic and simple, and find, again, there's so many recipes online, and depending what kind of food you like, just find things that are super simple and very, very, very fast. And, you need some variety, but you can kind of eat, maybe you have like 8 meals you can make, and you just eat those all the time, and you make them really quick. It's still way better than eating fast food or something. Oh, this is a cool idea. Barry says, I drink a cup of warm milk with cinnamon, ginger, and turmeric. Yeah, that's awesome. It's good for your liver and your skin and your stomach. Exactly. And ginger is also an energizer. So ginger will provide some energy. Great for your stomach and your digestion. And turmeric is great for inflammation, just great for your body in general, liver. And cinnamon's great for blood sugar, so that's a great drink right there. That's an awesome drink. That's another like little magic drink. See, you can make your own. You can figure out what works for you. But I like these kind of things also for people who don't have much time. These little magic drinks or something. Juice. You can juice veggies and fruits fruit and veggie juices, and then you can add little things like different herbs like this, or you can use like, milk, or so these kind of little quick drinks or quick snacks that are healthy. I like goji berries, for example. Blueberries, berries have great nutrition, and you don't need to cook them, and you can get them dried too, so you can carry them around with you. So again, fast but healthy. Alexi says, people who swim in ice holes are called walruses here in Russia. Yeah. Funny. They have them in like some places in America too, up in the obviously the really cold countries. Okay, Emil Bayramov says, I started listening to your podcast 10 years ago. Wow. You're not only best English coach, you're a good person. I have learned a lot of things from you about life in the world. Thank you, Emil. Thank you so much. I've learned a lot too from doing the show and meeting or communicating with you all. Okay. Cool. Chris says, I finished all the mini stories last year. My English has improved a lot. Awesome. I gotta start jumping because I'm getting cold out here. I've been standing here in the cold. I'm getting a little chilly, especially in my legs. Zamir Sharifi says, does a good relationship with God increase our energy? I would say yes, yes, yes. Tremendously. And also you can, if you have health problems, if you're feeling down, if you have low energy, you can just pray about it and ask for help, ask for guidance, right? If you're lost, that's a great thing to do. I did a show about this a couple weeks ago, so check it out. Can you pronounce my brother's name? Wacy? Wesker asked, what happened with your son? My son's doing fantastically well. He had surgery. He's recovered. It went very, very, very well. Better than I could have hoped. It's really fantastic. So he's doing great. He's doing very, very well. All right, a few more before I have to go in because of the cold. Whew, I'm going. Okay, Azek says, hey AJ, I've been wanting to thank you for a long time. Guess what? Today is the day 3 years ago that YouTube recommended your channel. I've become fluent. I succeeded in English due to your methods. Thank you. Congratulations. That's fantastic. Raheem says, how can I use your course to improve my English? Get the Power English course, add VIP if you can, and just do it every day. And do it in a way that's high energy like I just described. That's the best thing to do. And I would say 2 hours a day is best. If you can do more, great. If you can't, just do your best. Ooh, is it still snowing? It's still snowing a little. Ooh, a little snow still coming. Okay, a couple more questions, then I gotta go. Oh, Emil says, my biggest dream is to one day see you in person, live. I missed you in the book club podcast. Do you think making them again? Yes, definitely. Akdam says, I learned a lot of useful advice to improve my English skill, especially in your book, Effortless English. Get my book. It's got a lot of good tips. Effortless English is the name of the book. You can get it on Amazon. Other booksellers online also. Okay. Alexi says, yeah, the best way to stay warm in winter is to remove snow. We were doing that earlier, kind of shoveling the snow. Maybe I'll go back out and do it some more. Good point. Also, pushing my kids in the sled kept me warm too. Oh, cool. Abdullah Ahmed Al-Tashi says, hey Jay, I started your effortless English pronunciation course. Copying is easy. I enjoy it a lot. But when I try to focus between my thinking in English and my speaking, I struggle. Keep doing it. Keep doing the shadowing every day, every day, every day. It'll start to click, meaning it'll start becoming automatic. First, you have to do it. You're going to have to focus, and it feels kind of difficult. And then when you do like a normal conversation, you forget. It's all normal. But keep doing it. After a few more weeks, what'll happen is it'll start to become automatic, and you will not need to think about it. Oh, I got a dog barking at me now. Let's see if I can get out in the snow a bit. Okay. Wait. Ooh. All right. Let's see. Get this. Yeah, this works. All right. It's not snowing too hard. I think this will block the snow coming onto my computer. Okay, a couple more. Okay, yeah, Gustavo Molina says there's a method, I don't remember the name, it says that you should study and stop every 45 minutes. Take a 15-minute break. It's better because you stay more focused. I agree, right? Absolutely. The general idea, you could do 45 minutes and then a 15-minute break. You know, you could do 30 minutes, then a 10-minute break, and, you know, whatever. Just play around with it, whatever break works for you. But in general, you need like a decent break to rest your brain, reset your brain, energize your brain and your body again, and then go back to studying. Don't just try to keep going. I know it seems like the best thing to do, but taking those little breaks really helped. And be sure during your break to get energized, right? Okay, I think this is the end. Yeah, MR says start your day with a glass of warm water that has lemon juice in it. That's part of my first thing when I wake up. Warm water, lemon juice. I also add some, what did I say, gelatin and some magnesium malate. All right, I think that's it. Okay, guys, I'm going to go for now because I am cold and I got to get inside and warm up a bit. Okay, lots of love to you from snowy Indiana. EffortlessEnglishClub.com is my website, the only official website. Be careful, there are some pirates out there. We're going to get them taken down. It takes a while, but I've hired lawyers and a team, and we're going to take down the pirates. But be careful because they cheat a lot of people. They steal money and they don't give you anything. And so EffortlessEnglishClub.com right there on the screen if you're watching on video. That's my official site. Start with Power English. Add VIP if you need to. If you have special needs, I also have a pronunciation course and a business English course. Okay, lots of love to you. EffortlessEnglishClub.com. See you next time. Bye for now.